Chairman Reed, Ranking Member Inhofe, and distinguished members of the committee. I am honored and humbled to appear before you today as the nominee to lead United States Southern Command. I would like to thank President Biden, Secretary Austin, and General Milley for their trust and confidence in nominating me for this position. I would also like to recognize Admiral Faller, the current U.S. Southcom commander, and his wife, Martha, for their loyal and dedicated service to our nation. If confirmed, I will build on their efforts and work diligently together with our partners to ensure we fully account for the defense challenges and opportunities in Central and South America and the Caribbean. I would like to thank my family for their love and support throughout my military career. With me today is my husband, Jim, our daughter, Lauren. Jim has been my strongest advocate for 33 years, and we have proudly served side by side, tackling the challenges of a dual military family. And I would not be the officer that I am today without him. Lauren, who I am so proud of, she deserves so much credit for her support and sacrifices along the way. It's often the service members who receive praise, but I believe that our military kids deserve more credit for their support and sacrifices as well. I would like to thank my parents watching from Colorado. They have truly been instrumental in establishing a family virtue of service to our country. Thanks, Mom and Dad. In this era of long-term strategic competition, the United States must remain the partner of choice throughout the Western Hemisphere. As this committee knows, the Southern Command region is of strategic importance to U.S. vital interests, and if confirmed, I will synchronize our approach to security cooperation, working across all combatant commands to narrow the gaps and seams our competitors are exploiting. Today, many of our closest partners in the region are still fighting bravely against COVID. We are all too familiar with the devastation caused by this deadly pandemic, and I empathize with those who have felt its horrific impacts. More than a humanitarian crisis, this devastation is changing the geopolitical landscape. Authoritarian regimes and transnational criminal organizations enabled by China and encouraged by Russia are attempting to consolidate power in the region, and free societies are being directly challenged. While our competitors are extending hands of exploitation, attempting to profit from our partners' vulnerable circumstances, if confirmed, I stand ready to support the coordinated and prioritized whole-of-government effort in support of partner nations on vaccine distribution. I will focus on rebuilding regional resilience by expanding our security cooperation efforts and multilateral exercises, increase international military education and training exchanges, and work with the Department of Defense and Congress on innovative methods to increase levels of interoperability and global integration. Through a comprehensive and multilateral approach, we can strengthen regional resilience by denying freedom of movement to transnational criminal organizations, by reducing exposure to the corrosive efforts of external state actors in our shared hemisphere, and thereby improving security of our southern border. We draw upon the strength in the Western Hemisphere from partner nations who share our values of freedom, democracy, respect for human rights, and the rule of law. We cannot, however, take these relationships for granted or let our guard down as our competitors vie for influence. We must hasten to pick up the pieces left by the pandemic and transform our relationships to meet 21st century security challenges. Put simply, winning together with our allies and partners matters. If confirmed, I look forward to continuing to serve the American people by leading the great team at U.S. Southern Command. Just as I have worked with numerous agencies within our U.S. borders, I will work with our interagency partners abroad. Whether against COVID, transnational criminal organizations, the predatory actions of China, the malign influence of Russia, or natural disasters, there is nothing we cannot overcome or achieve through an integrated response with our interagency allies and partners. Thank you again, Chairman Reed, Ranking Member Inhofe, and members of the committee for this opportunity. I look forward to your questions.